Okay, let's try this. These are Hamfest radios number 2 and 3 that I got from the Breeze Shooters Hamfest back on June the 4th. What we're going to be covering today is the High Gain 23 Plus, and we'll save the Lafayette 525 Mobile for another day after I fix it. So this one, this is your basic 23 channel tube set that was made by Panasonic for so many different manufacturers. I'm not going to go into the specifics, but if you open up one of these old radios and it has Matsushita tubes on it, Matsushita was the parent company of Panasonic, and those would be the original tubes that came with the radio. So it's your basic 23 channel tube set. You can see I got a little bit of a noise level going here. Puts on almost 3 watts. Got good modulation. Hello, SWR is good after all the rain we had. Hello. There's not a whole lot of information available on this. It is not in my catalog. It's not in my Sam's Index. It's not in my High Gain catalog. But it's circuit-wise and almost physically identical to a radio called the Chris 23 Plus, which was marketed by Echo Communications out of Wisconsin. So let's take a spin around the band. Doesn't look like there's a lot happening this morning. Look at that nice big S meter. There we got some skip going on channel 6. I honestly don't know why they call it a 23 Plus, because it doesn't even have the 22A channel like a lot of radios had. But they have a really nice sound to them. They're nice and easy to listen to and clear. Clear audio. And like I say, Panasonic sold probably about 1 million of these. If you look at all the different manufacturers that they made. There was Robin, Royce, Gemtronics, T-Berry, Lafayette, Chris. All sorts of different manufacturers all had a radio that was like this. When I work on an old tube set like this, I turn it over and I take the bottom off of it and I connect a 30-volt power supply up to the main power supply DC point where it feeds the main filter capacitors. And I leave it sit there with 30 volts on it for about 3, 4, 5 hours, something like that. And then while I'm doing that, I'll clean the controls, maybe clean the light bulbs, maybe wipe the dust off the tops of the tubes, spray the channel selector, stuff like that. And then when I plug it in and turn it on, it greatly reduces the chance of getting the big boom. And so far that strategy has worked out pretty well for me. I did that with this radio, and it has survived numerous 8-hour tests since I've added it to the collection. So if you run into one of these, by all means pick it up. This one was nice and clean. Looked like it was hardly used at all. The power cord for it was lost, but it takes the exact same power cord as a Lafayette Comstat does. So if you run into one of these at a flea market, I would rate this as a buy. Okay, that'll do it. That's a spin around the band.